Because I remember when I was a school child, in the hippie era, when we're supposed to be rebelling against authority. And to be rebellious, I decided to buy my first pair of green velvet trousers, bright green. And I thought that was being really, really sort of rebellious until I went to my first, these rock concerts. I think it was in the Isle of Wight. No, it was a love-in at Woburn Abbey in the 1960s. And there I went in my rebellious green velvet trousers. And I found about 10,000 other people also had green velvet trousers as well. It was another uniform. And my rebelliousness was not really being rebellious. I was being controlled, but by other forces. And sometimes that you wonder, what is this controlling all about? And sometimes you feel what it's like to be controlled. And sometimes you go around controlling others. How many of you would rebel against your parents? Because you were young, your hormones were raging, you wanted to go out, you wanted to sleep in, you wanted to have your boyfriends and girlfriends and experiment, but you're told not to. And now that you are parents yourself, you're being big hypocrites, and you're telling your children not to do the things which you wanted to do and probably did do. There's something in that which really rankles me. That for 1 year I was a school teacher. I remember just having a big conflict inside of myself. Should I sort of discipline those children in this school for doing things which I would have done only 2 or 3 years earlier? I remember these kids coming down. It was a nice day and I went for a walk down this lane in this summertime and late afternoon, lunchtime in the county of Devon. It's a beautiful day. I went down a lane. I saw a couple of the sixth formers when I was grade 12, or probably the equivalent of the first year at university in Australia, coming down the road, and as soon as they saw me, a teacher, their hands went behind their back. I know what that was, because that's what I used to do. That's when you're smoking and you're trying to hide a cigarette, a dead giveaway. And there was a narrow lane, they couldn't miss me, they couldn't turn around, so they were very, very embarrassed. And I told them, look, that's not the way to hide a cigarette. But there's no way I would discipline those kids, even though it was against the school rules, because I felt being a hypocrite. I was rebelling against those rules, and why should I sort of impose those rules on others? But then again, you're supposed to be trying to nurture these children and to respect sort of authority structures. And there was a big conflict inside of me. How much should you give liberation? How much should you control?